This forum was very important because we had different speakers talking about different subjects, and all these subjects are important. So I really learned a lot from other speakers, including on transnational repression, human rights situation in China, and of course, different movements that different people have in China. Now, given the might of China in the world, it is very important that there's awareness raising and there's an honest discussion about how to tackle China's rise, particularly because it's such a repressive system. So it is very important that forums like this happen, because this is the only way in which we can challenge repression and authoritarianism.
It's my first time to Geneva. It's a very beautiful city, so thank you so much for inviting me here. But definitely more importantly that I feel, I witnessed that the Tibetan global diaspora coming together from everywhere. People came from Dharamsala, people came from, Sweden and other places. So, you kind of feel that people want this movement, the Tibetan freedom movement, to continue. Especially, I was very inspired to see young Tibetans, like third generation. They were born in other countries, but they still speak Tibetan fluently because the parents kept the language going. So I was very moved that they are still very attached to the identity, to the culture. I think for me as an outsider, really it's to hear their stories. Interesting that one person who told me that he used to have these document. In India, you don't have the India citizenship, so when you fly to other countries, you will be questioned by the immigration. But now he had the Swedish passport. He felt, now like traveling is so much easier, but I lost the opportunity to tell a story about my people. I just was so touched by this story. So I felt, to me it was very inspiring. Also, I came from China. I grew up in China, so I got all the propaganda about Tibet, right? So to be intimately connected with people the real people who had their stories, it's just, it's very moving, yeah.
This is my first time at Geneva Forum. I was so pleased to see many supporters of the Tibetan cause, but I'm even more excited to see Tibetan people living in exile continue to fight their fight for their own freedom. At the panels, there are many very knowledgeable experts about Tibetan history, about international law and international relations, about Chinese government behavior, transnational repression, or China's human rights, freedom of expression, the area I'm concerned. But also there are very experts and knowledge person, including experts from Citizen Lab. All of these areas, I learned a lot. One more thing, I'm particularly moved by other speakers from Uyghur communities and from Inner Mongolia, from Hong Kong, from Taiwan. I think those kind of alliance and solidarity is very important, and congratulations for the Geneva Forum to achieve this.